Back to what I was saying, this is a cool product. But they say it makes for 9mm and 40 cal and fits all magazines. And I went out and did their video, and I read all of the comments on Amazon and other people about how it should work. Well, let's do a little demonstration. First of all, let's identify what we're working with here. This is the Smith Wesson SHIELD. I think it's the M&P SHIELD 2.0. I think they call this the 2.0. It has two magazines that come with it. An extended magazine that holds 8 rounds in the mag, 1 in the pipe. So you get 9 rounds, one shy of 10. I know Hickok likes the 10 rounders, but hey, everybody can't be perfect. Anyway, it's the not double stack. It's a staggered stack magazine. And you can see from the profile here what I'm talking about. It's wider than a normal 9mm single, single stack. So it actually can stack a little more bullets, but it's not as wide as what we call the double stacks. And there is a difference. Now, most of your 9mm and the 40 cals are double stacks. Even some of the shields are double stacked. Not all the shields are the same, by the way. Everybody, if you're buying a magazine for the Smith & Wesson SHIELD, 9mm like this, make damn sure it's this model of shield, because this magazine is different. I picked one up and tried it. There's certain magazines that will not work with it. I can't remember what it was, but I had to take it back because it would not go in this gun. It's different. So anyway, this gun, this is one of the first M&P shields of this kind. This one has the safety on it. The first ones don't. So that's why I think that's why they call this the 2.0. There's a lot of, I keep getting, when you go out and look at these guns on the internet, Smith & Wesson made so many different variations of this over the years that, you can get kind of confused. But anyway, let's get back to the story. This magazine is not a double stack. Now look at the bottom. It comes with some instructions here that you got to pull out. Whoops, sorry about that. Yep, just leave them there, we don't need them. You can see right here, I got to learn how to get myself orientated on this camera properly. You can see right here that that's wide. Much wider than the magazine. Almost twice as wide as the magazine. Now they've got these little fingers in here that supposedly, I guess, would help you guide one of these magazines in here. But following their instructions, we're going to dump the magazine out. This is the 7-rounder, which takes less force. Actually it takes more force to put them in. Put the mag back in. Our little hot pot. I love this gun, by the way. If you can get your hands on one of these, highly recommend it. I mean, Hickok 45s gives it the blessing. Like, you got to keep it closed like that. Gives it the blessing. He fed every kind of ammo through it. This is not a promotion for Smith & Wesson, but I'm a Smith guy. Always have been. Probably always will be. I found every one of their revolvers to be extremely reliable. I've carried a Smith & Wesson Model 15 for over 35 years. Carried it. All this BS about licenses and concealed permits, all that bullshit. I'm sorry, bullshit. Anybody goes along with that, bullshit. I'm just not going to do it. Never have, never had a permit, never going to get one. Live now in the state of Texas where we don't have to have one, thank you Jesus. But my son and I both carry these every day. Everywhere, every day. Both of us. And if you look at the news media here in the Houston market, you will not even want to go outside. That's how bad it is. They make it sound like, oh, it's just, oh, it's just a, yeah. Bullshit. Absolute fucking lies and bullshit. Excuse my French, but I'm going to call things what they are on this channel. Those of you that don't like it, go find another channel where you can be nammy-pammied and your mama can give you hot cocoa and chocolate along with your videos. Otherwise, KMA. But anyway, here I am talking about this gun, and I should be talking about a speed loader. But anyway, that's why I bought this gun, is because it's really nice, really great price. Bought it from, shout out to Palmetto State Armory. Great deals on weapons parts, everything. That's where I bought this gun, so I have to give them a shout out on it. The paint job on it I did myself. Got to touch it up a little bit because I need to put some clear coat on it because it kind of rubs off. But I did the paint job on it myself, custom paint. I custom paint all my guns. I can see a little bit here. But you really don't see the paint job until you turn on, where is it? Well, where'd it go? Well, don't see my black light around here. I have a black light somewhere. But anyway, you put a black light on this and the letters will fluoresce. But anyhow, put her back in the wallet. This is a LR Bags inside holster. Shout out to Mr. Bags and Company. Outdoor. This is their Out Bags USA. They're called Out Bags. Great stuff. Great little holster. Real thick leather. No messing around. Fits in me real perfect. I'm thinking about getting another one of these so I can back carry it. You can't back carry this one because obviously the clip's on the wrong side. But I like to carry it in the back. And when I got this, I didn't realize how much it sticks out to the side and prints. So I'm going to get the back carry one because this thing really prints. It really does. And I really don't want anybody to know I'm carrying. It's not a fact of, concealed weapon means concealed weapon. It doesn't mean showing everybody you're carrying, because that just makes you a target. Especially in this place. The criminals we have running around here in the Houston market. Yeah, that just makes you a target. So let's unload it. Unload's pretty easy actually. You can see from just my unloading here how easy it pops the bullets out. I mean, just boom, 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 boom. Now, when it's running those through the magazine, through the action, it's that slick. Like I said, Hickok 45 field tested this gun, fired the cheapest, dirtiest ammunition on the planet through it. That Russian-made steel jacket stuff, Wolf and Tula, and never hiccuped, not once. And fired everything from heavy loads, plus P's on up through it. These are plus P's right here, believe it or not, and I'll talk about those later if y'all. The bullets I'm using here, by the way, just to shout out on this. This is the Liberty Ammo plus P 55 grain, 2,000 feet per second, starburst, fragmentation, hollow point. Will not over penetrate. I have a video where I shot a 1 gallon milk carton with this, and it completely destroyed it. And there was no bullet behind. There was no bullet strike behind the container. When it hit that container, it exploded, blew the container about, but there was no carry through shrapnel or anything like that on the backstop. 55 grain. That's just light. This is not a lead bullet. There is no lead in this. Not 1 ounce. Not 1 gram. Not 1 smidgen. This is a 2-part case. As you can see, it's actually 2 pieces. I'll bring it up here a little closer. That's actually 2 pieces. Starburst fragmentation hollow point, which is also not lead. Very deadly, very effective. It's actually engineered and made for the sky marshals. So if you're riding an airplane and you want to do some hanky-panky on the airplane, you might want to think about receiving one of these, because you will not survive it. This will physically destroy body parts. I'm not kidding, people. This will physically destroy body parts. Headshot will completely explode the inside of the brain. There'll be no brain left inside when they cut the head open. There'll be nothing but a load of mush inside the skull, if it doesn't crack the skull open. Think I'm kidding? Go try it. Liberty Ammo, if you can find them. Good luck. Anyway, let's get back to the review. We're taking too long here. They say that this thing fits in here and like a certain way, and it's really cool how it works. It really is. I mean, I have to give it to them. It's really cool how it works. But it does not work for this magazine. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. And as you can see, it says, the other thing, well, here we go. Made in the USA, of course. By the way, I will not buy anything from China. If it says made in vagina on it, but China, it's history in my book. But anyway, the magazine goes the way you think the magazine would load. Okay? The bottom of the bullets go in here. Right? This is the way it loads. Press down, push in. That's the way this magazine loads. So that's the other thing I have an issue with, is how are they getting past this piece right here, loading it? Because you cannot shove this straight down on it. It will not go. It has to come down and back. That's how it works. It has to come that way. It will not load any other way. It has to come in here in front of these tangs right here. You have to press the back of the bullet right here. It has to come here, down, and you press backwards. That's how you load this magazine. It's really simple. There's no fumbling to it. It really loads really easy. But you've got to do it right. Down and back. And it loads the bullet. The next bullet, you just press down on it like this. You come in here, put it right there where that other one was. Take your thumb, press it down, press back. That's how you manually load this magazine. There's no other way. Alright, that said, their loader, their speed loader, claims that you load the bullets in like this. See, they hang like that. You load them in. They show you loading them from a box where you pick up 5 rounds at a time. You can do that, you know, if you want. As you can see here, I don't even have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 5 rounds in here, not the 7. Well, 6 actually, because there's also 1 in the gun. So I have 6 rounds here. And the way you work this thing is, well, there's the 7th round right there. What am I talking about? Rolled off the side. There she is. Okay, there's now round number 7. This magazine holds 7 rounds, that's all. Now the way this thing works, according to them and their instructions, is you put this thing on here, like so, and you push the magazine through there, and it's supposed to go through, like you just saw, and it pushes them through that device. You just saw them dump out of my lap because I pushed it too hard. I mean, it's really slick. It really is slick. It's got a little holder here that holds the bullets in place until you're ready to shove them into place. So we're going to reload it again, like they say. Load her on up. Got all 7 rounds here. Normally they tell you kind of load it, you know, they try to tell you load it 5 at a time, but you know, they wouldn't make this thing as long as they did if they didn't intend you to load it. But anyway, what you're supposed to do is to stick your magazine like so in here. Now here comes the fun part. You're supposed to have this already in here, but I'm going to go ahead and let's do it the way they say. Let's go start all over. They say to load the magazine first. So we're going to do that. Well, that one's going to stay in there. But anyway, they say you load your magazine in here first. Well, you push it in here, because like I said, the back of the bullets got to go where? Got to go right here. So you put your magazine in like it's supposed to go. Now, here's the fun part. You'll see this? Now they say centered as best as you can. Well, that ain't as easy as they claim, okay? Now, I have centered it, but it's still not centered. And that's my issue with this thing, is I've never been able to get it like they call centered. And it goes from one side to the other. It never does center. I mean, it's a struggle. So they say center it the best you can. Well, let's take this out. Let's look down in here. I don't know if we can see down. Can I got light in here? I don't know if you can see down in there. Let's see if we can zoom in up on it. Whoops, other way. Zoom up on it. Whoops, this way, Tommy, this way. All right, get my flashlight out here. I bet a lot of people still don't even remember what these probably are, mag lights. Anyway, there is your, God, I gotta learn that this camera is just like, okay. There's the throat of the magazine, centered as best as I can. Now you're supposed to hold that thing in that position right there while you load it, and then put this handle on it to push them bullets down in there. So let's try it and see what happens. Now notice I just tapped it and I knocked it off center a little bit. Now I've centered it as best as I can. And we're going to push these in here. Now you've heard just one just dropped in there on its own, just pressing them down in here. I hope you heard that. Put them in here like so. And then this handle can only go on here one way. You can't stick it on any other way but one way. Let's zoom back out here. You can't stick this handle on here any other way but one way, and that goes down like this. This little tab right here, it's got an angle on it too. You can see it's got a little angle on it. And it's supposed to match the profile, I guess, of the magazine. It's curved, it's got a little angle, and it only goes on one way, and that's this way right here. Now, they tell you to hold it firmly against your chest or stomach and press and load. There you go. I'm pressing. It ain't done squat. What it just did now, you heard that pop? That pop was it shoving the magazine off to the side. So now it will not load no matter what, because the magazine is not centered. So if you try to pull the magazine back out and recenter it, it just doesn't work. The bullets get all messed up, and it's jammed now. You see? Now it's jammed. ETS, I hope you're watching this video, because I told you I was going to do this. I wasn't kidding. I told you I was going to make this video. I don't do this to cause problems. I do this to bring attention to problems. And that's what my 2 emails were about. And instead of addressing the problem, you people basically called me a liar and ignored me. Okay? I got the emails. I'll put them on the internet if you want me to. But I promised you I was going to do this. But here it is. It's jammed, okay? You got to pull the magazine out. You've got bullets just all over the place. It's a mess. It does not work with this magazine. This is too hard. It should not be difficult. All your demonstrations show this working smooth as silk. I want to see you do one with this magazine. This magazine right here. I want to see that video. Where is it? Because if it is, you're cheating. You're doing something wrong, because it doesn't work. I did everything you said. Read your instructions. It does not work with this magazine. It may work with all the others you've tested, but you could not have tested it with this magazine, because you would have found out it does not work. Now, if you want to, do cheat the test data like Takata did and some other people in the business, go right ahead. That won't do you any good because people like us are going to find you out and test you and are going to call you out. Now, I'm sure the other stuff y'all make is probably great. I would like to try one of your 556 speed loaders. I think the concept is really cool. I really do. But on this issue right here, does not work as advertised. Okay? As advertised, does not work. So it's not a universal 9mm. And I'm sure if you had a 40 cal magazine, which is not much different than the 9mm, it's a little bit bigger, you're still gonna have this issue with these types of magazines that won't stay centered because the throat is too wide. It will not stay centered in that. You need to have something that will center this head up in this device. If you had that, this would work. Perfect. But you don't. You do not. So, this is going back to Amazon. And I'm going to post this on Amazon, as I promised I would do, because of the type of emails I got. This will not center. I'm sorry, but you just can't get this thing centered in here. I tried multiple times. I mean, cursing. It's a good thing I wasn't testing this on this camera because the profanity I used was. It's just ridiculous to have you buy something like this, expect all kinds of results from it, like a kid in a candy store, and then you find out what you got was not, so sweet after all. Turns out to be molasses. Sticky stuff that you can't fucking digest. But anyway, there we go. There's the ETS, what do they call it? Universal Speedloader for pistols. Yeah, well, it may be for all the others, but not for mine. Okay? And I don't know what it is with me, but it seems like every time I got something that's, that claims to be the whiz bang, this, that, and the other, I go buy it, whether it's software or some of my product, and I go out and try it, and guess who finds out what's wrong with it? You're listening to him. I have had it happen so many times, especially with software, believe it or not. Oh no, I guess you could believe that. Anyway, that's the ETS Speedloader. I will be sending this back to Amazon. You notice I left it on the Amazon label. Just to make sure you people understand. Yeah, it was. Okay. But yeah, ETS, I'd love for you people to do this and fix this right and make this right. I really would. I'm not coming down on you guys, but I'm giving you a wake-up call. Do not call things universal without making sure they work with everything perfectly. No hiccups, no errors, and do not send emails back to your clients who complain about it and then tell them they don't know what they're talking about. Mine worked, I don't know what you're talking about. That's the response I got from this woman. Hers worked. I don't give a damn that yours worked. You didn't have the same, you obviously don't have the same magazine. Even though you got it, you claim you got an M&P SHIELD. It ain't the same one. It ain't this one. Now ETS, go do your goddamn research and get this thing straightened out. Don't make me angry. And people like me angry. It's not going to do you any good. Okay? Try to be more damn understanding when people send you an email and tell you the thing does not work. And then you try to tell them that they don't know what they're talking about. Do not do that. For the love of God, please do not do that. All you're going to do is make an enemy. Now, I'm the kind of person, I'm open-minded, and I'll let you give you a chance to make this right. I'm going to return this to Amazon because it does not work, and I'm going to send this video along with it and a complete scathing response. So, let's make sure that ETS and Smith Wesson get together and have a little, like, engineering tete-a-tete about this does not work with this speed loader. I would love it to work with it. God damn, I would love to see it work. Because, buddy, I can tell you one thing: loading this thing manually it's really not a lot of fun. As you just saw, what you got to do. It's like, and if you're out on the range somewhere, and you only have a limited number of magazines, like I do. I don't have, a handful of magazines. One of these is awesome. It just you can reload the magazines really quickly while somebody's shooting one. You can reload it and have the next one ready. You don't only need 2 or 3 magazines. Let somebody sit out there and try out a pistol, and you'd have it speed loaded and ready every time they wanted to go up to the next one. But not on this magazine, and not with this speed loader. Now, if the 380 one works with this, I don't know. Maybe you should say that the 380 and the Smith Wesson 2.0 Shield works with this. I ain't going to try it. But y'all better go find out what's wrong here and fix this problem. Please. Please fix it. Thank you very much. Questions and comments below. Hit the subscribe button, share, whatever. And, I hope everybody's carrying, and I hope everybody is safe. And come back to the Tommy Gun AR channel. I got more coming, building more guns. My next gun will be an AR pistol. The lower is already here. I'm going to pick that up today. The Trump MAGA gun is on its way. The parts are ready for that. If you've heard my other videos, I've talked about the Trump MAGA gun. Well, it's coming. The Trump MAGA gun is coming, so here we go. And I will need to post all these on Rumble because basically, like I'm kind of Steven Crowder, YouTube, piss off. Y'all have a great day. Comment, like, and subscribe. And hit that bell for notifications. Thank you for watching.